Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe have been quiet in recent weeks as the Dallas Cowboys have been winning, but the last 2 minutes and the dramatic finish in overtime on the Dak Prescott interception, pick six, decided the game. And Stephen A. Smith, he was waiting. A lot of people has been getting on him over the last few weeks for being quiet when Dallas wins, but when they lose, he has the most to say. And so Stephen A. took his opportunity today to address all of those folks, and here's what he had to say.
Didn't I tell you? You see, it's just about patience. That's all I said. Do you like how I sprinkled out to you weeks ago that Dak Prescott was a reason to be concerned? Do you like how I pointed out how, hey, you know something? A pick six or something along those lines about to happen? Do you like how I pointed out that what can go wrong will go wrong? You were up 27-10. You thought you had it, didn't you? You thought you had it. But the sun happened. And that's exactly what's coming. Oh, you Cowboy fans out there, you shivering, ain't you? You're a little bit nervous, ain't you? You're a little bit nervous because you know what I know. The end is coming. And it's going to be before the Super Bowl. And boy, oh boy, is it going to hurt.
As you can see, man, Stephen A. Smith is riding a high right now. He also always says that the Cowboys are a disaster waiting to happen. Now, you can't take that from this game, but going into a big game next week, this loss will make a home loss to the Philadelphia Eagles sting that much more. And I feel like Stephen A. Smith is riding so high based on that. He feels like they were going to lose today and then they were going to lose to the Eagles, losing the momentum they had built up heading into the playoffs. And he feels like it could be an early exit for the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. Now, I think the Dallas Cowboys have all the pieces to compete personally, but they have to finish very confident in this final home stretch. They've battled through so much adversity earlier in the year. They had Cooper Rush hold them down for a few games and go 3-1, 4-1 that stretch where Dak was out, and then Dak came back and he's looked as good as he's looked since his first year taking over the quarterback position for the Dallas Cowboys, in my opinion. So if Dallas can go get that win at home versus Philly, I don't feel like that's a big deal, but with Philly being kind of the measuring stick of the type of team that they want to be this year, I feel like that game is going to be very important. And I feel like the Jacksonville game was a trap game because honestly, Trevor Lawrence and the rest of the guys, they've been playing really well. Even though, what are they now, 6-8 after that win? Even though they were 5-8 going into the game, their record didn't indicate how well they had been playing. So it's not like they lost to a bad team. Also of note, Dallas controlled most of that game. They were ahead for a vast majority, bad errors at the end of the game, turnovers, 3 and outs. I think they played a little too conservative on that last drive where Jacksonville even got possession back to have a chance at the field goal, because Trevor Lawrence, he made some mistakes, and I felt like when he had his fumble, that was a chance for them to put the game out of reach. But those are correctable mistakes, and Jacksonville is on the way up, man. They have decent talent on the roster, actually. So I don't think this is too big of a deal, but this game can do one or two things. You can let doubt start to creep into your mind, which it seems like has happened to them over the last few years, or you could go into that Philly game, razor sharp, win a big home game, and be more confident than ever headed into the playoffs. So while I don't think this is time for the panic button, I think this is a major landmark in their season. I think what happens next week is going to determine which way they go, and it's also going to show the mental toughness of the team, in my opinion. So, hey man, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.
I just love the game so much, and I understand it so much that I can't. I when things are off, I just can't hold it in. I almost gotta say something.
Yeah, you're right. They got a great team, great defense.
But everyone has their own opinions.
But they got Jalen Hurts is
he's good. He's good.
They got him for the MVP race with Patrick Mahomes.